Man,
I'm
I
acapella, y'all.
I can't.
Oh my god, that's some old song.
Yeah, that's what we doing today, baby.
Chef don't ever like playing stuff that's recent. That's new.
Man, look, do you listen
He
to
don't
the
like new
bullshit that's
music.
on? Do you listen to the bullshit that's on the radio?
No, but there's some good music out there. You the one.
There is some good music.
You was raving about Adele and all that shit. Listen to
You
that
damn
whole
right.
album. He didn't hold a
damn
candle to
right.
Jasmine Sullivan. Stop playing.
You damn right.
Y'all was talking all that shit about Adele's album is the shit and it's amazing and that shit didn't hold a fucking candle to Jasmine Sullivan.
I didn't say that her album was a shit. I'm saying that she's a better artist.
You didn't say the album was the shit.
No, I'm saying like most of her albums are the shit.
Yeah. I like the new album.
Overall, Adele is a better artist.
Y'all are fucking up my vibe.
Listen. Adele is a better artist overall.
I disagree.
Vocally, no, she can't hold a flame to her. But that's it.
So then what's the? So that's like saying
we're not gonna go over this over again. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this again.
Yes, nah, fuck that.
And then Rob said, "Fuck
that."
What's the girl from Destiny's Child?
Beyonce.
Kelly Rowland.
Kelly Rowland. That's like saying Kelly Rowland can't sing better than Beyonce. Well, we all know she can't.
I don't fuck with Beyonce anyway. I said it.
Okay.
You know what? I don't think she can sing better than Beyonce.
You don't think Kelly Rowland can sing?
I don't think Kelly Rowland can sing better than Beyonce. I'm not gonna die on that hill. I'm not gonna die on that hill.
He's not going down that hole. He's not going down it.
Here's the thing.
But I'm just the first thought. I don't think she can sing. I would have to do my research on that. But again, like my research that I've done on Adele, she is overall
that's
a better artist. She
that's
has more
not
checks.
a fair comparison.
She has more checks. No,
especially when you're comparing market to market. In U.S. market, Jasmine Sullivan will be killing her.
I'm comparing her in the overall market of music.
That's not fair.
It is fair.
Jasmine Sullivan is not played over in the UK. She's not played over there.
If she was good enough, she would be.
Bullshit. Because okay.
Now again, I'll bring up Beyonce. Beyonce is good enough here, so she's worldwide.
But Beyonce also performs overseas. That's because that's why she's big worldwide. That's the same thing with Kevin Hart. I don't take it away. I don't take that away from her. I'm saying overall, like you have to put it up to, you have to have a standard, and my standard is this: like how are you compared to other artists around the world?
Yeah.
Like that's just like putting a local rapper against somebody who's only known in the U.S.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because it's the same market. It's the same market.
It is the same market. But
if you compare what I have to what they have, how are we?
How about this?
That's what I'm saying.
How about
this?
Like,
you can't say. I'm putting you like this. Can you put South Oak Cliff against fucking anybody in the U.S.? No. You compare them to their market. Their market is Texas. Their market is Dallas.
Their market is Texas. So
how can you say South Oak Cliff is the best team in the nation when they're not compared to the best team? They're not compared to everybody. They're the best team in Dallas because they just won. Shout out to South Oak Cliff. They just won.
Technically, we're the best team in Texas. One of the best teams in Texas.
Okay,
we are state champs.
And that is a comparable market. Why? Because it's Texas. Now you bring that ass to Georgia, it's a different ball game. It's different. You go to New Orleans, it's a different ball game. You go to Cali, it's Cali is kind of different, but you know, you go to Florida, other markets, it's a different market. So when you say Jasmine Sullivan versus Adele, you have to compare them to where they're at. Jasmine Sullivan on the lower end, yes, I will agree, is in the US. Compare US market to US market, Jasmine Sullivan is killing her.
Okay, if we were no, hell no. Nope. Even with the U.S. market, Adele still outsells her.
No.
If we take record sales in the US, Adele still outsells her.
No, absolutely not.
No,
especially not.
You smoking rocks, man. You smoking.
Hold on,
big
Peyton
rocks.
said we all know the best players don't come from Georgia. Peyton, don't play with me right now.
I love it.
Listen to me, okay?
He's on one right now, man.
Where did the number one recruit in the nation just committed to Jackson State come from?
He came from Georgia.
Talk to me. Thank you.
Yo, I love the energy. I love the energy from Rob right now. I'm loving it. I'm feeding off of it. So I'm just putting fuel to the fire right now. I'm just adding fuel.
I'm just gonna say this. He can't speak too much because the Bulldogs fell short.
Listen, man.
In the SEC championship, the Hogs.
All that's.
I'm sorry, not the Hogs, the Falcons.
Hey, no, Peyton. Let's stop because if we want to count them, we have. I think there's 12 five-star recruits coming out of Georgia.
That is correct.
If you want to count them,
I can.
Okay,
that is correct. I can verify.
Okay.
That is correct.
Correct. Check the numbers, Peyton.
But
check the numbers.
That's just 12 alone for Georgia. That's just 12
out of Georgia alone. But okay, you also got to think, right? What's the population of Texas compared to Georgia? Okay, that shit different, bro. So 12 coming out of Georgia per capita, we killing y'all, man.
We're not gonna debate who state's bigger.
See, and Peyton just said it. Wow, how many out of Texas? This the different per capita, bro. You got to go per capita. It's not fair.
We're not gonna. Hey, look, you like tomatoes, I like tomatoes.
That's like saying the incarceration. Oh, what more white people are put in jail than black people? Yeah, but you go per capita, it's different.
Yeah,
do the ratio. Different, Peyton.
Yeah. Leave my boy P Money alone, man. Get up off my boy P Money. He got the W.
Yeah.
His Raiders won.
Hey, I give it to you. Raiders won.
It's nothing but winners on here. The Cowboys won, the Steelers won, the Raiders won. Who didn't win this past weekend?
First of all, listen.
My Cowboys 0-1 Raiders.
Listen, Linda. Listen. Okay. We were never counting on the Falcons to make it. The fact that we were in the hunt was crazy to me. We're second in the fucking division. We were before the Saints won, but that's still crazy. That's crazy to me. We had a trash. Every time I came on this episode on these shows, I was saying we got a trash ass team. Every fucking episode. After each game, we sorry.
We weren't saying that when you were not saying that. When you were going up against the Cowboys, you're like, we're about to wax that ass. No.
That first quarter, he was like,
you was talking big shit before the game actually.
I was talking cash money. I ain't gonna lie.
Before the game started.
Jamela.
Get that straight.
Is it Jamela? How am I saying that right? Jamela.
That's Sunshine.
Oh,
Sunshine?
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't know a government name.
Change
like that.
your name on you.
Not know a government name like that.
Sunshine talking about Go Saints. You know what? I'm not even gonna argue with you. I'm not even gonna start that argument.
Before we got on air, I shouted the Saints out already because they put
I remember that. I
don't call it. It wasn't an ass whooping. Let's not overdo it. It was not an
9-0.
It's still lost.
Okay, let's be real. If all starters were healthy on both teams, how does it feel knowing your best friend in the Falcons season? Hey, don't hate on Young Wayne Coop. That's my nigga. Okay, came from Georgia Tech. That's my nigga. Young Wayne Coop is the GOAT. Man. Okay, but you know what though? You know what, Peyton? I'll give you that. The best player on our team is damn sure the kicker. For sure.
Y'all had that boy Brady over there breaking tablets
on the sideline and shit. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Coach 30 better get their ass. Coach 30 better get their motherfucking ass, boy.
He did.
Hey, you ain't see him on the sidelines, boy.
Who's that video that I sent earlier? Was it Coach 30?
Yeah, but he did the Woodley fight.
The Woodley fight. Yeah.
We gotta talk about that too. We definitely gotta talk about that. Mm-hmm. That shit there for the culture, my ass.
Mm-hmm.
He kept dropping his left. That's why he kept dropping his left. That's why all it was a matter of time before he peeked that shit out and called him one good right.
Yeah.
I saw it coming.
And the same right that he got knocked out last time.
The same.
Like you don't learn your lesson. Come on.
He hit him with that soft body jab over the top. Boom. That's what he does. That's his. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah.
He said he was big.
We'll get into it later.
We got 10-0 Minnesota over Chicago right now.
Chicago's playing.
Yeah, in the second quarter.
But see, Chicago, they were supposed to be a good team this season.
Dude, they got 14 people on COVID protocol, bro. Their team has been decimated.
Out there wild.
The whole secondary is out of there, bro.
Yeah, it's not even fair.
They picking niggas about the practice squad.
Yo, how about Travis Kelce got put on COVID today after he put up 41 fantasy points on Thursday? I was like, my nigga, that's what I'm talking about. And then they said COVID. I was like, fuck, I'm in the first round of the playoffs, and you do this to me? You think you can do this to me? You
live here.
Why y'all do
I
this?
run shit here.
Yeah. How y'all gonna do this shit first round of the playoffs in fantasy, bro? That's not even cool. Let that nigga play, man. He not even sick. He can't be sick playing like that. He can't be.
What is Justin Fields doing? Just say, bro, like
hey, look, you got to cut Justin Fields some slack, man. He's new. He's a rookie. Stop. We put too much pressure on him and Trevor Lawrence. We put way too much fucking pressure on them two. Way too much. We wanted to be
fired for kicking the kicker. Like,
huh?
What you get fired for kicking the kicker? How you get fired for kicking the kicker? He kicked me. Oh.
But look, here's the thing, right? So we put too much. Oh shit! Is it paused on the thing?
No, we good.
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Mine was. I don't know what's going on. But how we put so much pressure on Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence this early? We wanted them to be all-stars when Justin Fields wasn't even. He had one good game in college against Ohio State. Like how we doing that?
He played for Ohio State. He played against Michigan. Yeah, he fell short in the playoffs too.
Peyton said, "Justin, how you like having the most selfish player in the league on your squad?" Claypool. He wasted 10 seconds under a minute in the game.
Nah, we should be 8-5 right now. 8-5.
Hey, you know what's funny? And then he celebrated, and everybody was like, "Man, what the fuck is you doing?" And he got mad at them.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, "I'm just two-piece this nigga."
Yeah,
we're gonna lose like this. Guess what? I'm just whoop your ass. We're gonna lose.
The most selfish player, like
that shit was
Steelers.
Everybody looking at him like, nigga, what are you
doing, bro?
He's still celebrating.
Yeah, he's talking about first down. Nigga, you need a touchdown right now. What are you doing, bro?
All right, let's get the intro because I got to go up the street and come back real quick. Let's go and get this party started. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, we in.
But in my mouth is where to go because people like made in the stage. My fingers that made this to be chopping like a baby with. If it's a bad you get better, say if you get with it, you can get
I'm gonna take you back all the way back. But Rob said I need to put something a little bit more.
There we go.
It's your boy DJ Chef. Victory Monday. Bunch of goddamn losers. Oh, I'm sorry, it's only one. Get that shit, Rob.
Okay. I see. Okay, Chef. Roger that.
Whoa.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. We're just a panel of brown people having good conversations over here. I'm your host, Rob. Who else we got in the building?
Hey, Uncle Joe, you take away that student forgiveness loan, we're going to change your name to Cheap Ass Uncle Joe. It's your boy, DJ Chef.
And it's me, KG, a.k.a. Dr. Graves, no PhD. You know who we are because we drop in straight bars. We got a lot of bars today. We got a lot of bars.
A whole lot of bars today. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef had to step out really quick. He's got to go help out a family member. But it'll just, he on his iPhone, so he gonna do his thing on the iPhone. As you see, he popped right back up.
Right back.
All
Saw that?
right, there we go. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Had to switch it up. So I'm here. I just got to do a little traveling real quick, y'all.
Don't mind. No, hey,
you know
do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we got some great content for you today. All right. Today is December 20th, episode 41.
41.
We are back in the building, back at this 10 episode shit. We got 9 episodes to go before the season is over, ladies and gentlemen. As Sunshine says, his pop-up game is strong.
Pop-up game.
Hey, but first things first, man, we got to talk about, we're going to talk about this fight that happened, man. Between
garbage, another garbage excuse of a sporting event. Like I didn't even waste my time watching it, but it's just funny. I always stay around for the memes afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
and they are the internet is undefeated.
Undefeated. So, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley faced off. And another celebrity boxing. I don't know. It's not celebrity boxing. It is. It's celebrity boxing. That's all it is. But Jake Paul's taking it seriously, so whatever. He's fighting nobodies. People who don't do this on a regular basis, on a daily. So until he fights somebody that actually boxes, you ain't gonna get no credit from me, bro.
Right.
Like, these are all exhibitions to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are all
straight facts. They're all exhibitions.
Like none of these are like this is Mayweather versus fucking what's his face?
Pacquiao?
No.
Ricky Hatton.
Fuck no. Y'all talking about boxers. I'm talking about the MMA dude. Conor McGregor. This is Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. We all fucking knew Conor McGregor was gonna get his ass beat the fuck up in there. We knew that. He held his own for a little bit, but no. Yeah. That was same thing with fucking Mayweather and Jake Paul. Or Logan Paul, excuse me. It's the same shit. Logan Paul is not a fucking pro boxer. He's not. Matter of fact, Mayweather knocked his ass out twice, and when he held his ass up for the ratings. Fuck. Stop playing. Anyway, this is another spectacle for the internet to make memes but you know what? They made millions of dollars off of it. So you know,
it's
and look, the internet is in the business to make money, and if it means knocking niggas out cold-blooded like a dead body.
Is this what boxing has come to? Is this what it's come to?
It's a game now. It's not even.
Well, I mean, it's
taken
always been a
seriously.
game, but it
is a game. Like they're playing it like it is a game. Like you won't see something like this happening in MMA.
Hell no, nah, because that's just serious.
Yeah,
you can't fake MMA.
Serious, and boxing used to be serious. It used to be like, hey, you talk shit, come step your ass in the ring, come get knocked out.
It's like
now it's like
celebrity boxing wasn't even a thing.
It was not a thing.
Fucking Holyfield and fucking
Mike Tyson
and Ali were fighting. Celebrity boxing didn't exist. They just started allowing that because boxing fell off for a minute. Because after Mayweather retired, there was really nobody to watch.
Yep.
There was nobody to watch. I mean, Pacquiao wasn't fighting no more. There was a good point there. There was nobody to pay the money for pay-per-view. I'm not paying pay-per-view for two niggas I don't know. Niggas was really, black people especially, was only paying pay-per-view and really wasn't even paying. It was really scamming the system. Scamming the shit to get the shit on TV. To fucking, I'm not doing that to watch nobody other than Mayweather.
Right.
Who else? I mean, Adrian Bronner. Adrian Bronner for a little bit when he was undefeated. Yeah, you was playing pay-per-view. When he lost them 2 fights, fuck him.
Yeah.
Oh well, he's done. You know what I'm saying? So this is what boxing has come to, and it's embarrassing and it's sad to see. But everybody's transitioning to MMA, so it is what it is. But if you don't know and you're living under a rock, this is what happened this weekend. Jake Paul put this motherfucker to sleep. Tyron Woodley. I mean, literally, like, you know that song, Slumber. Like,
Slumber.
Like, had his ass. Slumber. That nigga gone. Like, he was out. Yo, I mean, literally looked like he went to sleep on the canvas. Like,
and the first thing that I saw is the way his feet fell. Like, his feet were completely in right angles, like perfectly. Like I've never seen somebody fall that way, bro. It was like unnatural, but the way he just fell over like a penguin.
Yeah,
he fell like a penguin.
Yeah. It was bad.
Oh,
Such a night, nigga. Bad.
Yeah, night.
That motherfucker went.
Take your motherfucking ass to sleep.
And Haha Davis be getting it.
Haha Davis just every time.
Hey, Ralph, check his gloves for cars.
Check his gloves for melatonin.
Y'all should have something. Tony Baker said it best. He's like, you got to protect yourself at all times. Cram.
Oh, yo, and then like when I first saw it, I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, this shit's staged. Like, how do you fake a knockout like that? And that was my initial thought until I saw the video. And it's kind of hard. Yeah. I thought, he just was faking being knocked out.
No.
He was asleep because you don't fall. Like, even if you like get hit and then you try to fall down, you'll like kind of protect yourself. Your body instinctively tries to protect yourself from falling.
Right.
No, he was completely out.
He was asleep.
Like he freaking hit the tarmac, or not the tarmac. Like he hit the mat, the canvas, like perpendicular. His nose was all the way in there. Like if the ref didn't turn him over, he would die.
Yeah, he was
he was going to suffocate.
Fucker was asleep.
Yo, he was instant. Out, bro.
He had no arms to protect. Like,
yeah.
It was bad. So Tyron Woodley went to sleep this weekend, had a great night's sleep.
Hey man, Mama Woodley gonna get on your ass for that one.
Hey, look, it is what it is, nigga. Yo. You can't be mad at me. You can't be mad at me.
And you know what?
Went to sleep. You didn't protect yourself. Protect
exactly
yourself at all times.
And again, like celebrities, they gonna get this feat. They gonna get it.
Yeah.
If you're on the internet, you're a celebrity. You can stand it. You can stand the heat.
Facts. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. You wanted the views. You wanted to go viral.
Wanted the attention. Oh yeah, you
get it.
And the internet is going to like. I think these memes are gonna like be the highlight of this year.
Yeah. They have been obliterating this man. So anyway, we got to move on to more pressing matters. Ladies and gentlemen, a interview that happened this past week has kind of gone semi-viral. I say semi-viral because it ain't everywhere yet, and everybody hasn't heard about it. But for the people that know about it, this is what happened. So, Vice President Kamala Harris got on Charlamagne the God's new talk show on Comedy Central, and basically, the best way I could describe it is Charlamagne asked very trap-worthy questions. Like he was trying to trap her.
He always does, though.
He does, but this is the issue. This is the issue.
Right.
These conversations are meant for the Kim Kardashians and the Nene Leaks of the world, not the fucking vice president of the fucking United States. That's not a person that you're trying to trap and get,
Charlamagne the God is a man of the people.
No, he's not. He's a man.
And you know what? I'm not. I don't even mean that. What I just said. I'm being very sarcastic. Yeah. I'm being very sarcastic.
Well, here's the thing. Right? If you didn't hear it, I need y'all to go listen to it. Because it's embarrassing to me.
Very, very embarrassing. You do not talk to the first female vice president of the United States that way. Like, that's just I don't like Kamala Harris's politics, but there is some
there's a form of decorum that you
there's some recognition where it's deserved.
Like,
no matter who is president, no matter who is vice president, officials, they deserve respect.
Facts.
In my opinion, regardless of if you like them or not, if you're going to have them on the radio, they deserve that type of respect, regardless. But again,
Sunshine said, "Man, forget that. She need to get it too." Here's the thing, Sunshine.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's what I'm trying to say with Charlamagne the God. She knew what she was getting into.
That's the problem. That's a problem to me.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily blame her. I blame her fucking team. Because you think about it, right?
Right.
Trump will never have a fucking interview with fucking Kim Kardashian. Biden will never have an interview with fucking Adele. It won't. These entertainers, they don't have the level of caliber required to ask these questions. You're not on my level. You're not on my politics level. Now, granted, yes, you are a citizen of the United States. Respectfully, I understand that. And do you have questions that need to be answered? Of course, no, there's no question to that. But when you're putting something on a public stage such as TV or the radio or Sirius or whatever.
So what was asked? That's what we need to talk about. He
was asking shit like, do you experience racism in the White House? How the fuck?
Just okay.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, take a step back, and then you got to think about like where these questions are coming from, because the average person is wondering this and has no idea what's going on with politics.
Do you have the audio? Please tell me you got the audio.
Man, I wasn't able to get it. I cannot download that bad boy.
If you give me a second, I'll
get the audio.
So check this out, Rob. So think about it. Charlamagne had probably months to prepare for this. As soon as he got the show on Comedy Central, he was just like, okay, he didn't have some controversial folks on there here and there, but that one right there, because think about it, have we really heard from the VP? Has she really? This is probably our first public interview.
No, here's the thing though. Last week she was on the Shade Room right before this.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she got on fucking. Here's my problem. Here's my problem. Right, we have the first Black female VP, not to mention Black VP in office right now, and she's going on shit like the fucking Shade Room and Charlamagne the God talk show. That's who she's talking to. I feel like that's fucking degrading. Like. People don't talk to. You didn't hear fucking Bush talking to Charlamagne. You didn't hear
Breakfast Club. Yeah,
Breakfast Club.
Hot 97.
None of these white politicians are required to go on these quote unquote black shows and talk.
Well, here's another thing.
It's on because Charlamagne the God show was on fucking Comedy Central. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
These politicians are talking to people like Don Lemon. And they're talking to fucking Cuomo and shit. Well, before he got fired, but they're talking to real. They're talking to real like newsworthy fucking people. They're not going on the Shade Room. They're not going on. They're not going on Comedy Central. You had Obama who went on Jimmy Kimmel's show.
He went on Ellen.
He went on Ellen. He went on Jimmy Kimmel. He went on the Big Boys, and he even did one on Comedy Central. But he
did Jimmy Fallon too.
He did Jimmy Fallon. He also did. He's done one on shit. What's his name? Trevor Noah. He did one with Trevor Noah. That's on Comedy Central. But the difference with Trevor Noah is Trevor Noah asks real fucking questions.
And he's political. He's serious.
He's serious. Yeah. He has this comedic relief in there, but he's fucking serious. He's actually trying to get to the root of an issue. Whereas Charlamagne the God is trying to get views. He's trying to go viral. And the sad part about it is, I feel like the reason that they're setting her up to go on these shows is because Black people only listen to shit when it goes viral. We get our news from the Shade Room. We get our news from viral shit. We gotta stop doing this shit, bro.
Give me a horn there, bro. Give me a horn. Yeah, that shit. You spitting game right now.
That shit is facts. It's embarrassing. You have the first Black VP going on fucking Shade Room. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's disrespectful, low key.
It's disrespectful. And so now,
and that's the thing.
On Shade Room? Of course not, because Biden's been on there before, but he hasn't talked to Shade Room. See what I'm saying? It's a difference.
And this is what your politicians think of you, Black people.
Facts.
This is what they think of you. Like they can't get the message to you unless you're watching trash on TV. And again, like no shade at Charlamagne the God, but the vice president of the U.S. deserves better than to be on a viral TV talk show.
Not only
on Comedy Central.
So you saying no shade? I'm throwing shade. Here's why. I wouldn't throw shade that she got on your show. I would throw shade at the fact that you were asking dumbass questions. The questions that you were asking had nothing to do with policy. It had nothing to do with shit that's going on around the fucking world. You're asking about, do you experience racism in the White House? How the fuck is she supposed to answer that? Yeah. She's the vice president of the fucking United States. What is she supposed to say? Yes? How does that look? How does that look? The first black VP experiences racism in the White House. Even if she does, which I'm pretty fucking sure she does. How the fuck can she say that going against all her white counterparts in that fucking office? Yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
All right,
Rob,
here it is.
PhD, do your thug bizzle, man. Bring that up to the big screen and then mute us. Go ahead, do your thing.
Real president of this country is it Joe Biden or Joe Manchin? She can hear me. Can you hear me, Madam Vice President? You got a rap. So I'm sorry to interrupt. They're acting like they can't hear me. I can hear you. So who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President? Come on, Charlamagne. It's Joe Biden. I can't tell sometimes. No. It's Joe Biden. And don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's president. Do you think Joe Manchin is a problem? It's Joe Biden, and I'm vice president. My name is Kamala Harris. Whoa, guy, I was stunned.
Okay.
All right, y'all get that?
Yeah, we heard. So here's what I want to say, right? So Charlamagne asked, who's the real president? Is it Joe Biden or is it Joe Manchin? Joe Manchin is the guy that's been blocking pretty much everything, right? He's basically the new, what's his face? He's been blocking a lot of shit.
Hey, Sunshine said, listen, Linda, you're talking about somebody who wasn't African American until she was in the White House.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You know
why? Sunshine, don't you getting robbed? Red.
Don't get me started. Sunshine. On the fire, what we not gonna do? Okay,
you're not gonna disrespect the first lady.
All right, talk about my first lady. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I agree with everything she does? Absolutely not. But what I'm not gonna do is disrespect her and say that she ain't black. That ain't happening. So anyway, what he asked.
Let's be politically correct here for one time. And this is one of those one times that I agree with being politically correct. Person of color, because she's half black and Indian. So
well, just to be politically
like you said, to be politically correct, person of color.
Person of color.
Okay. Cool.
Other than white.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. But Kamala Harris's black side definitely did show there for a minute. That finger pointing, I was like, yo, she about to go off. She about
to hold it. Let your boy Chef chime in.
Go ahead, Chef.
Look, I know you like, nigga, I'm ready to just jump knee deep in these motherfuckers. Check this out. So so think about it. Both of y'all are former, Rob, you're recently retired. PhD, you're getting ready to step out.
Yeah.
Now, if you were in her cabinet as servicemen, on her team, do you say do this? Or you
fuck no?
100%?
I say no.
Fuck no.
I say no.
Hell no. She has. Do you know how many standing invitations she has to more reputable shows?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure.
A ton of them. So why
okay. Here. So us as Rob, we civilians now. You're a civilian now. Okay, you're a civilian. PhD, you still.
I'm with you there, Sunshine. I'm absolutely there with you, Sunshine.
So
following the race, but yeah.
But it goes back to what PhD said. This is what your counterparts think of you. You don't have enough respect for us to go on the big networks. So guess what? We have to take a step down, a way big step down, and you have to entertain. Again, you know what? If Charlamagne the guy see this, I want the smoke. a clown. Like you set us back. You made us as brown people. You made us look ignorant and stupid.
Well, and again, like,
and I understand that's the concept of his show is to make controversial questions and put you in awkward situations. And she said it. You're not fit to pull one over me, pimping. Get it right. I'm Vice President Kamala Harris. President Joe Byron.
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 Byron. Here's the thing. Here's the irritating part about this whole situation, right? This is the irritating part. Charlamagne the God did exactly what Fox News wanted him to do. Ask a dumbass question, make her get out of character so that they can put that, because that was the only clip that they showed. You saw that.
Yeah.
That's the only clip that they showed. The interview was an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
That was the only clip that they showed. Oh, she got angry.
Oh, snap. My favorite cousin is in the building.
Who?
Keisha.
That's Dr. Soon to be Dr. Bibbs. That is Dr. Bibbs. PhD. The real
PhD.
The certified PhD. Yeah. No bullshit PhD.
No bullshit.
The real PhD.
Nah, but the irritating part about that whole thing is that he played right into their fucking hands. Right into their fucking hands and asked the dumbass questions, asked stupid ass questions that had nothing to do with policy to get her out of character. Like, come on, bro.
And you know that's what Charlamagne does. Like Charlamagne, he does that on purpose to get her out of character.
If you're part of that team, then why the fuck do you even entertain it? And now, don't get me wrong. Is taking a step back and humbling yourself and doing interviews with lower class people like Charlamagne the God. It's entertaining for sure. But see, here's the problem. Questions get screened. I don't give a fuck who you are.
True.
I don't give a fuck what you're a government official. Your questions,
especially that high up, especially
you at the top. You at the top.
Think about it. When we did the interview.
Yes, with Tatiana Jefferson family, we sent them questions 2 weeks before we did the fucking show. 2 weeks before, and what do you think about this question? You know, should we scratch it? Should we add another question? Doing all that to make sure that
we didn't cross any bridges or
cross any boundaries, didn't cross any lines, and made sure that the show came across as we needed it to come across.
Right, professionally. Right.
That's probably one of our best shows. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably one of our best shows.
It really is. Like after I heard that, I was like, yo, I gotta get on and talk about some things. Because this is that was
a great show. Anyway. But the problem is her team didn't do their job as far as you can see that they kind of tried when he asked the question. They were like, "Oh, we can't hear you. Technical difficulties. We got to wrap this up." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Typically, what they do with Joe Biden.
Yeah, but
they do that shit all the time.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
they pretty much just cut the camera off.
The first controversial question. Hey, we got to get up out of here, y'all. We got to.
But no, you know what? I don't think she was trying to hear any of that, and I knew that that's. I understand why he asked the question, but he shouldn't have.
That's not the question you ask. That's not the question you ask.
It really isn't. But
because here's the thing, right? So for people that don't know, Joe Manchin is blocking he's blocking a bunch of shit. But one of the things that's kind of controversial right now is the student loan debts, right? How Biden is talking about canceling or forgiving student loan debts. Even though I don't agree with it, but I will talk about that later. But he's blocking a lot of things as well as that. And so if you're asking questions about Joe Manchin blocking a lot of shit, you don't say who's the president, Joe Biden or Joe Manchin. No, you say, hey, how can we resolve the issues of, your counterparts blocking certain bills that we need as the people? That's the question that you asked.
Right. And that's the political, like if she was going on an actual show,
That would have been a
not
question.
Not the Charlemagne show. And again, like the platform that she was on, she got exactly what she deserved. Some ignorant shit. And that's what she got.
It's infuriating to me.
It is infuriating to me because, okay, again, like I'm not a Kamala Harris fan to begin with. And like I stated before, like I respect her in her right as vice president. Like she's got all the praise for me there. But at the same time, it's like, what are you doing as vice president? You haven't like yet to prove it.
You have yet to prove
as vice president. Everything that you campaigned on, ain't nothing happened yet. It's almost been a whole year.
Here's the thing. If you listen to that full interview.
Yeah. And then, with her being blocked, I get that. And a lot of people.
But even more so than that, there is shit that she has done that we don't see. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
A lot of things in politics, we simply don't see. We don't pay attention to, or we don't see them. Right? Like the child tax credit.
That's okay. Yeah.
The child tax credit. That's her. That's all her.
Okay.
So we can't say that she's not doing anything. It's just behind the scenes. It's shit that you're not going, oh, yay, she did. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to go up in arms about it. It's small, simple shit.
You know what? And that's probably the problem with us, is that we're used to getting information on what's going on with the country immediately.
We're used to
as it's happening. But you know, we got exactly. I was going there. We got because every single move that he made, he either put it out or CNN was reporting on it.
Here's the thing.
Like,
that's not how presidents go.
That's not how it goes. That's not how it went before him either.
And it's not supposed to go that way. It's not supposed to go that way. Think about it. We didn't know what Obama did until Obama left.
True. Facts.
So like,
and you know what? They called him a horrible president, and I don't think that he wasn't that bad. It's just that he got blocked a lot in the Senate. And sometimes rightfully so. Like, checks and balances are there to be there, but that's a whole nother story. But Kamala Harris, again, it goes all the way back to what we were talking about a long time ago. You have a Democrat run Senate, you have a Democrat run House of Representatives, and you have a Democratic executive branch. How the hell are you getting blockade?
Because you have people like Joe Manchin.
One person.
I keep saying Joe Manchin. But that's the same thing with that's the same thing why the stimulus got blocked, because of what's his face?
There were like one or two Democrats that voted against it.
But it was one that canceled the whole thing.
Yeah. I remember you talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember his fucking name either. But that's Joe Manchin now. That's what he's doing. He's doing he's the same. He's that guy.
Okay. So let me put one thought into your head. Probably. Do you guys think that this is just a ploy to just like a political theater?
For what? What purpose would it serve?
The purpose that it would serve is to make us look one way while they do another thing.
It's always that. It's always that. Yeah. But see, the problem is we have a House and a Senate that can't figure out what they want to do. So I don't think anything's being done. I don't think any. I'm not saying anything.
Shame. That's a damn shame. And you know what? They're just sitting there collecting a check. Like, if we put regulations on, okay, you know what? The spending bill, the first thing that needs to be done is senators, public officials, they need to take a pay cut. That would save us $1 trillion right there.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that, right? Yeah. So so I don't know if y'all know this or not. The way the government works, there's time limits on everything. There's time limits on everything, which is why there are so many government shutdowns, because they didn't meet the time limit, right? Mm-hmm. So when you say, oh, senators and all this other shit need a pay cut, they're going to be a lot. They're like, yeah, we'll take a pay cut. And there's a whole lot of other ones that are like, fuck no, I'm not taking no fucking pay cut. Right. Government shutdown. You see what I'm saying? So the shit that seems great to do in government that would help a whole lot of fucking people,
right,
would probably shut the government down.
Right.
So you got to move. You still got to be moving. So the fact that there hasn't been a government shutdown officially yet means that the government is moving on things that we're just not getting the result that we want in a timely manner. And we're not hearing about it every single day as Trump was doing before with tweeting every day. That's the only thing. That doesn't mean shit isn't being done. That means that a lot of shit is being done behind the scenes that hasn't come to the forefront yet. That's all it means.
So do you think that we should know?
No.
Or
unless it says Big Rob is not gonna get a check for 3 months, and then I want to fucking know. But unless it is life-changing information that will affect every person in this country. Now, granted, yes, every little thing that they do affects everybody in this country on a small scale. But if there's something that will like alter the path of my lifestyle,
right?
Then if it ain't that, I don't need to know immediately. I don't.
I disagree with you, and I'm not disagreeing with you just off of GP. Mm-hmm. I have like a general legitimate disagreement. So I think there's more people that are politically in tune with what's going on because of what Trump was doing. And, whether they disagreed with him or agreed with him, they were listening.
At least they knew about it.
At least they were in tune, and it was always a topic at the table, whether they wanted to talk about it or they didn't want to talk about it. They knew, what was going on. And, people were a little bit more wise or a little bit more wiser in researching and finding out like, hey, what's really going on with this? And people showed up to the ballot this previous season because of that. That was the result of it,
There's multiple.
There's still that's still a big controversy to put out there, but you got to admit that CNN has nothing to talk about now.
True, and I'm okay with that.
Most news networks have nothing to talk about if it ain't about Trump.
I'm okay with that.
Some real actual.
Thank you.
What did you say?
I said
report some real shit.
Actual news that since the White House is not putting out information as much as it did when Trump was in, report some real fucking news.
It's because the same thing goes for Fox though. Fox don't have shit to talk about it. That's why they got shit to talk about either. Post up.
Exactly.
Blowing up Kamala Harris shit because
they don't have shit to talk about.
The news ain't nothing but a big ass gossip column. That's all it is. So if they ain't got shit to gossip about, they have to talk about factual shit going on in the real world. They have to,
and
it's forcing them to do it. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
Or create stories.
True. Here's the thing, right? Yeah. With Trump tweeting, and don't get me wrong, I think it was cool. It was a cool idea. Yeah. The problem with that is time. So you talk about a president who is taking time out of his day to tweet 30 characters to say, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is what's going on." And reading comments and shit rather than actually working. I don't need my president tweeting. I don't want my president. I want my president working on some shit. What do we got going? Think about it. If tweeting would get shit done, then every fucking Navy carrier out there will be tweeting shit. Think about it.
I mean, but again, like he was a social media president that took controversy and okay. A lot of people were saying this.
You can't be mad at him because
that was his hustle. Yeah. That was his hustle. He
took a platform that catered to him, and he was just like, "I'm all in."
Yeah, he was all in to get everybody off of his back. Well, actually, put more fire on his back while he got other shit done. While his staffers got shit done.
I don't agree.
I totally think that's what it all was. Like all of his tweets were smoke screens, even though they were stupid, but it kept him relevant.
Okay, so do you need a president that's relevant or a president that actually does shit?
Okay, you know what?
Why do I need a relevant president? I need a president that's
this is why you need a relevant president. North Korea chilled out. What? China was chilling out. They weren't fucking talking big shit. Iran wasn't talking big shit.
But here's why.
Global superpowers were in check because they were like, man, this dude is off the chain. He's not anything that what we're used to. He's big talk,
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Unpredictable.
Trump had zero foreign policy. Zero.
I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree.
Give a fuck about no other country but this one.
Well, I don't think that was the case. He didn't campaign on like foreign policy, nor did he speak on foreign policy in office. Again, that's what he had his people for, like the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who he kept firing and hiring, because they're the ones handling all of that shit.
Here's what I believe. This is why I believe the Chiefs of Staff and all that shit kept changing. It was because they were trying to do shit overseas, and he was like, "I don't give a fuck about them. Focus on this shit." That's facts. I think.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree with you there.
So when you say China was chilling out, North Korea was chilling out, they didn't focus on us because we wasn't focused on their ass.
I mean, at the very beginning of his term, you know, there's a whole bunch of shit that was popping off with North Korea. So you can't say that there wasn't a foreign policy in place, because, you know, he was talking about China, but it was more like American centrist. Like,
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who controls the world media? We do.
The U.S. Yeah.
We control the world media, right?
Right.
If we're not talking about them, they can't talk about us. That's why. That's right. So when Trump is not talking about North Korea or talking about China, don't mean shit ain't happening. I mean, we not talking to them, so they can't talk to us. We're their line of communication. So if they can't get their message out to say we hate America,
right,
then they don't have a voice. If a tree falls and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound?
Right. So and again, like, there's no voice right now as well.
Because we're not talking to them.
We're not talking to them. And we should be, because we're like, okay, now that this crazy man is out of office, what are we going to do about our foreign policy now?
And here's what
how did we get here? How did we get to this shit?
I don't know. That's a good question. We started to talk about foreign policy. I don't know. We were talking about Kamala 1 second. I don't know what happened, but hey,
it fucking happens that way.
It happens. So check this out. So Jesus Christ, man, I can't. And Rob, you know how I am about fucking politics.
Yeah.
You know how I am. I'm just like,
we got deep into.
I said, I'm gonna let y'all have your little minute of 45 seconds to shine. I'm like, all right, this shit, my skin's starting to crawl.
Well,
but think about it from somebody who's never served. You know, these are heated conversations you guys probably have on a day-to-day, month-to-month, year-to-year.
We actually don't. We enter monologue.
We don't, because
we enter monologue. It's frowned upon to talk about it in public space. So you don't fucking talk about politics at the workplace, in the government.
You work for their ass.
And again, like, this was like an actual policy that had to be put out, government wide, like a couple of years ago, because of Trump and the reason why he was so inflammatory and all his rhetoric.
You talk about hate speech in the burden. Shit. When Trump was running, my God.
It was pretty bad. And then again, when he got voted president, like, there were so many people that were like generally upset. And I was like, yo, it's just the president. Like, it's just not the end. You don't understand. I had people that wanted to commit suicide.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really I gave a fuck, but I didn't really give a fuck until I went on deployment, and that motherfucker turned us around for that Syrian extraction bullshit.
Man,
then I was like, oh, hell no.
Man, that shit happens. That shit happens every single deployment. Like, every deployment that I've been on, I've been on two. I only got turned around once. Carrier never got turned around. All 8 deployments that I've been on.
Been on carriers?
I've been on a amphib.
You never been on carriers?
I've never been on a carrier.
Carrier don't get turned around, buddy.
Carriers don't get turned around. Like, it doesn't happen. But amphibs do.
Yeah, that's fast.
They're habitually getting turned around and extended on deployments.
When I tell you hot, because we were supposed to pull in the oh my God, our deployment was about to be lit. We were supposed to pull in the Singapore, or we were supposed to pull in the Thailand for Christmas, Singapore for New Year's. Then we was going to hit Australia, hit Guam, Hawaii, home. That was going to be the best 4 months of my fucking life.
Right.
Nah.
Turn around.
You gotta go to work. You gotta go to work. You gotta go to work.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Hong Kong. We were supposed to go to Hong Kong, and Thailand, and then as we were pulling into Hong Kong, there were this is H1N1 days. H1N1 struck, and they were like, "Nope, you can't go in because you got 1 or 2 cases on your ship." So
that COVID, bro. The last 2 years of deployment's been trash. No,
I was supposed to be in Canada last year, man. We drove right by. I drove right. We drove. We floated right. right by Montreal. We were supposed to stop in Montreal. Supposed to stop in Toronto, Detroit. Bro, like all of those like northern states and in Canada, going all the way up to New York. We were supposed to go to New York.
For Fleet Week.
We were the only. I was the only. And me and Sunshine, we were the only ship that commissioned that year during COVID. And we're like, come on, man! Like let us. Nope, we didn't stop.
You can do no world tour. You can
no. We stopped in Cleveland for gas.
God.
Yeah. We stopped in Cleveland.
Trash.
We stopped in Cleveland and we stopped in upstate New York, and that was it.
We just didn't leave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. We were there. We couldn't leave the ship.
That's fuck. That's how these COVID. That's how these COVID deployments are going. That's how these COVID deployments are going. That shit awful. Thank God I got out.
And it was at that moment. It was at that moment I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, time to get up out of here.
It's time. It's time to go. Like, this is straight bullshit.
One more topic I wanted to talk about the last 15 minutes. So we mentioned something earlier about student loan forgiveness, right? The student loan forgiveness policy. And I mentioned that I don't agree with it. Here's why. Student loan debt is the only debt in America that is even considered to be forgiven, right? You don't forgive auto loans. You don't forgive mortgage loans. You don't forgive personal loans. You don't forgive credit card debt. You don't forgive any of that. But student loan debt, for some reason, needs to be forgiven. And I don't agree with that because you make a personal decision to go to college. Not to say that college isn't great, but you make a personal decision to say, I'm going to go to college. And then on top of that, I'm going to go to college and take on student loan debt. They have Pell Grants. They have plenty of different grants. They have scholarships. They have all types of other shit.
Yep.
But because of your personal choices, whether it be not getting good enough grades in high school or whatever it may be,
dropping out,
whatever, you didn't get them. And then not to mention the fact that there were tons of schools out there that if you go to school and graduate from that school, they will forgive your student loan debt. They will forgive it. DeVry being one of them, very, very cheap. DeVry being one of them will forgive your student loan debt if you graduate from their school. But because you decided to quit, you got to pay that debt.
So
like no shit. Like there should not be. Yeah,
true. But there's several other schools like that will forgive student loan debt. So if you made the personal decision to get a car and then said, "Oh shit, I can't afford this shit. I can't pay for it. Hey, I need y'all to forgive it. I need y'all to forgive my auto loan. I'm gonna keep the car. I'm gonna keep the education, but I need y'all to. I can't pay for this." The bank will look at you like, you dumb motherfucker. Give me that goddamn car or give me my fucking money, and then or give me the car and still pay me. You tripping? There's no other debt out there that you can be forgiven. So why are we somehow entitled to student loan forgiveness, when it's a personal choice.
I say it like this all again, and it goes back to politics. This is what dumb motherfuckers voted for. and they wouldn't shut up about it, and it doesn't make any sense. Like a logical person would be like, why amass debt when you can't afford it? When you can't afford it. On top of that, okay, yeah, you want to go get an education. You get your education. You know that there's going to be a bill at the end of that education.
Nobody forced you to go to school.
Get into a career path that you can pay that shit off. Like I know people that have been paying off student loan debt for years. And again, like what we should be focusing on is not student loan forgiveness, not making college so fucking expensive.
That part.
That's it.
And then I'm
not the smartest person in the world by no means. I'm probably borderline retarded, honestly.
No, I'm joking. No.
I'm borderline retarded. I'm like smart. I'm smarter on the spectrum when it comes to certain things.
You better be glad mom not watching, man.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you can't talk about yourself, if you can't talk about yourself, then you're vulnerable to other people. So I talk about myself all the time. So nobody can talk about me because I'm my own worst enemy. Honestly.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing, right? Student loan debt. We need to get off of this. And then problem, the even bigger problem, yes, I do agree that we need to make college cheaper so that regular fucking people can afford it and not just people with deep pockets. But more so than that, if we're complaining about gas prices and milk prices and bread prices and all these other prices, it's because of inflation. How do you stop the bleeding of inflation if we keep giving away money?
And keep printing it. The more money that you just put out into the system, it's going to cause inflation. Like that's economy 101.
101.
Like
this is why everybody's going to crypto.
Exactly. So decentralized funding, decentralized banking is going to be the wave of the future, honestly. And the government hates it because they can't fucking control it.
They can't profit off of it.
Yeah.
So think about it. The top 6 NFT earners are they're killing it.
Oh shit.
They're killing it. And guess what? African American is number 6 on that list.
Who?
The DOGG.
Snoop
Dogg?
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
He does have his own coin. He does have
his NFT value is at $16.6 million.
Oh shit.
Killing it.
My God.
So I agree to what PhD was saying. Hey man, when you can't something that you can't control and it's growing more than what you're printing out.
Y'all just sparked the mind. I'm about to create an NFT. Y'all tripping.
Yep.
Y'all tripping.
Yep. You talking about that.
Think about it. More than likely, think about it. Majority of Snoop's NFT are probably based in legalized states. Of marijuana.
But see, the crazy part about the NFT, it's a piece of art. So it's just the smoking bear smoking something smoking.
Smoking the bear.
Nah, it ain't smoking.
You too can prevent forest fires.
It's something smoking. Anyway, it's just the piece of art that you own the rights to. That's what an NFT is. A non-fungible token is a piece of property that you own the rights to. Digital property that you own the rights to. Right. So nobody else, unless they can. You can copy and paste that bitch, but but
if you can literally go out just like you said, out buy them, you own it.
Yeah. And the value of it continues to raise because it's popular and all this other shit. Yeah. Great. But
it's that market is still like growing.
Yeah.
And there really isn't any real regulations in it. And that's probably why the government doesn't like it, because it's not really regulated. It's tough to regulate it because it's it's in the crypto space. You know, crypto is it's just ever growing and ever changing, so it's kind of hard to control.
Shouts out to cryptocurrency.com.
Crypto.com.
Yeah, baby.
Shouts out to Coinbase. Coinbase, man. Actually, we need to get a sponsorship by Coinbase. Honestly,
we not getting a sponsorship by no damn Coinbase, but anyway. But back to the student loan shit. Why are we? I'm not gonna say we because I'm not. But why are people so hell bent and adamant? This is like a genuine question. I'm not like trying to fucking, bash or anything like that. I'm genuinely curious to know, why are people so hell bent on getting student loan forgiveness when you racked up the debt your goddamn self?
Here's
that is a good
I have paid off both of my student loans.
Mm-hmm.
It took all of 10 years, but get what? Mm-hmm. I was just like, hey, we're gonna garnish your wages. No, y'all ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna take my money. I'm already paying you.
I took a big stack of cash that I had paid them bitches off.
Yeah.
I just look, you can add this shit, fuck it, whatever.
Send me my receipt so I can you can be on my tax return. Send me my receipt.
And facts. And then on top of that, I did TA for a long time, and they got this tuition assistance shit for the civilians, for the retirees too.
Yo, and the funny thing is about tuition assistance is like, you freaking know, if you don't get a passing grade, you are going to pay for that shit. You're gonna pay that shit.
Yeah, they not gonna look. A C or better, motherfucker. If it ain't a C or better, your ass is paying that $250. Your ass is paying
it. And you know what? And it's not even that hard to get a fucking C. It's really, really.
You know what's crazy? I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you can pay as you go with student loans. Like when you take a class,
they don't realize that.
What is it about? Like you can literally just say like, oh, it's 9,000.
Yeah, and you can pay. You can pay whatever you want up front. It isn't like,
it's not like, and there's no interest.
Yeah,
none of that. You can literally, oh shit, it's $600 per credit hour. Well, shit, I pay this shit per month, $600 a month, and pay that shit, and then you good.
So this whole government forgiveness shit is fuck. It should be thrown out.
Period. You have the choice. You have the option. You literally, if you have a failing grade in the class, you have to go back and pay because some student loans, they require, if you don't have a certain grade, that you pay for that credit out.
How about this? How about we meet in the middle somewhere? Like, all student loan isn't totally forgiven, but it's discounted. Like, the government will take up a portion of that.
No, I would. If I'm the government, I ain't taking that shit.
No. So again,
because if you're gonna do that, take away my mortgage.
If I was a politician, and I'm putting in air quotes for our listeners, if I was a politician in air quotes, this is one thing that I would get you dumbass motherfuckers to vote on. I would say, hey, we will pay half of your debt. The government will pay half of your debt. The government, in air quotes, will pay half of your debts. Vote for me, get me in office. I'll make it happen. And this is exactly what will happen.
Vote.
The government will, like, I get into office, I institute this, like, hey, yeah, government will fund half of your college debt or more. 75%. Let's go for 75%. Like, who doesn't want free money? Mm-hmm. But it's your money. You're paying taxes. You're paying taxes. It's your money.
I give you your money back.
I give you your money back. I'm already taking it away from you anyway, and I'm paying off the college debt.
But look, be like,
but that's how the shit works. Like, and again,
gonna have to be live.
And I use that as an example because that's exactly what's going to happen.
Facts. It's so stupid how people don't
so fucking.
Do you think the government is just going to take we had $9
trillion in debt.
You think for half a second These niggas gonna be like, hey, let's take up another trillion. Fuck it. Like, what the fuck in your head tells you?
Have we even made
and you know what?
On our loan? Have we made our first payment?
Hold on. And then on top of that, like, what this is what you guys voted for. This is what the American people voted for, and this is why you dropped out of school. If you would have stayed your ass in school, you wouldn't be duped over like this.
You stayed your ass in school, you could learn this shit in the econ class.
Yeah.
You learn this shit. They done told your stupid ass what your interest rate gonna be when you get up out of here.
Exactly.
Man, that hoe is at 17%.
Bro, we like I told y'all at the beginning, because I already knew that we were gonna be dropping straight bars.
Facts.
On this episode.
Look,
bro.
Listen to me.
Like I'm like Rob got heated.
I love it.
You know, I got heated a little bit, and I was like, Chef is just sitting there like, whoa, what the hell's going on? When did I lose control? When did I lose control of this shit?
Everybody calm down real quick.
I got on my politics shit, and then I just ran with it, and then all of a sudden we're like, I snapped out of it. I had to snap out of it. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Where did we get? Like, come on, let's get back to the topic, man.
We was in the HOV lane,
yeah,
and all of a sudden we just cut 5 lanes across to make
we took the exit. We took the exit immediately.
I'm sitting in the back seat like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh shit, that reminds me of the
Colorado.
Actually, more recently, it reminded me of when I was just there. When I was just there, like I was just sitting in the passenger seat. Chef was driving. I was like, yo, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap real quick. I go to sleep, like literally, like in my mind, it was like 5 seconds, and I wake up and I'm like, man, this road feels really different, like comfortable or not comfortable, familiar. So you know when you're a kid and you're just driving around your neighborhood, you know exactly when to wake up. Yeah. You know when you're pulling up. That's what happened. Like as soon as we pulled around the corner, I was like, yo, don't tell me we already humped. And again, like I've lived there like a majority of my childhood. And then like you don't forget something like that, even if you're drunk. And I wasn't drunk.
That's when my son be waking up. As soon as we get to the neighborhood,
as soon as you get to the neighborhood,
he be like, you been asleep the whole ride.
I know that without a doubt. Everybody has done that. But we get over that little hump, and I'm like, man, that feel familiar. I'm like, man, how are we here already?
He was like, well, you doing 100? I was like, about 95.
98, my brother.
It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, really, once I hit the tollway and then I saw 35,
out of there.
Straight back.
Anyway, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. I'd like to say thank you, all of our listeners, everybody tuned in, watching this on Facebook Live. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're listening to this on the podcasting platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Anchor, Spotify, clearly you're listening to this after we finish episode 50. So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, to cut Rob off, he has been a little preoccupied.
First of all,
let me finish. God darn it! He's gonna load up the past 10 episodes. He's gonna get to it. He's just been we're expecting the new member of the podcast to hurry up and get here before the end of the year. So she can be counted on this tax bracket. You know
we go in tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow.
We go in tomorrow. We shall see.
I'm gonna pull little mama out of there.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening to the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. This is Panel of Brown people having good conversations over here. I'm your host, Rob. Who else got in the building?
I was not the ringleader tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I let these boys run wild. Normally, they have to check my ass. It's your boy, DJ Chef.
Hey, it's me, KG. Yeah, and you know what? When you let me loose, you know, KG gets me. and you know, I don't like coming back home. You know that's me. I'm always out here running the streets. I keep it on my heat. I'm a hit. Dr. Graves, no PhD. You know who we are because we drop bars.
We definitely dropped something today, ladies and gentlemen. Factual information. Factual fucking information. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, we are working to get on SiriusXM's Urban View. So if you guys don't mind, tag them in this video. Check them out, man. They got some great content on their SiriusXM channel 126. We are working diligently to try and get on SiriusXM. So if it happens, it happens, and we'll let y'all know. Y'all be the first to know, all right? Thank you guys for listening. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. We will see y'all next time, same place. Peace.
Peace.